Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to Christmas the Stanley Parable. And I think this is a pretty Christmassy game, even though there's absolutely nothing in it that has to do remotely with Christmas.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright. So yeah, just recording a whole ton of stuff so that I can...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that I can have content for you, I'm going out of province for a little while, so I won't be able to record videos over the Christmas break itself. But yeah, I'm going to try and have as much as I can for you guys over the Christmas break. And I'm assuming that a lot of you are going to be out as well, but that's okay, because it'll be there for you when you get back. Where the hell am I going?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sounds reasonable. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Shift Global Market Parade. I don't know what that means. Monetize free-to-play. Huh. These are interesting. Number of slides on this slide. Oh my god. Huh. I think whoever made these must have been high. They should probably be fired. Holy shit. I don't think I want to work here anymore. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, sounds reasonable. Holy crap, is that ever bright. Alright, boss's office. Are you? No, bathroom. Okay. Is this the office? I guess not. Oh, this must be the office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Huh.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I like this guy. He gives me good advice. Wow, this place is... bleak. Alright. Giant red button. How do you get back up here when you want to come back up, I wonder? Loading, loading, loading.
Ascending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright. Well, this place is weird.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Escape from what, though? The building? I work here. Giant single button
The
again.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
That's simple.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Is there any more gigantic singular buttons? Oh yeah, there is. Perfect.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Where's my office here?
Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many
427,
individuals
if I
reduced
recall.
to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So kind of like a real job. Alright. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Employee 427. There we are. There's our office. Oh, that is our office. Cool. Okay, and what's this do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Well, I'm controlling his
Had he truly
life.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well, he is now, because I'm controlling him now.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So I'm kind of curious, because clearly when the mind control facility was off, everybody else that works here is just like, oh hey, the mind control facility is off, I don't have to go to work today. And then they didn't go to work today. But Stanley is different. He's decided to go into work anyhow.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Did that work? think it worked.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Should have brought a flashlight before I did this.
Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
How did they get
What
here?
other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh God, I think I'm in Wales.
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I think I'm in Wales, guys. Nothing against
Stanley
it,
felt
but
the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
okay, the Stanley Parable, everybody. That's a good game. I liked it. Achievement unlocked, beat the game. Okay, so yeah, that's the Stanley Parable, everybody. I hope that you found this enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.